Hello there, everybody. My name is Clover, and welcome back to another episode here on The Backyard. Now, I actually wanted to start off today's episode by announcing a couple of different things. First off, I wanted to update you on the neighborhood development. If you remember, last episode, I pointed out that there was a build starting right here, and now it's completely gone. I don't know where it went. We've got a case of a disappearing building on our hands. How peculiar. Second, I didn't realize this last episode, but apparently our starter area was situated right underneath the giant BH head. Look at him. Third, and this one is more of a personal one. Third, I wanted to let you know that I have started my own Discord server. If you are at all interested in joining that, you can find it down below in the description box. You can also find the Backyard Community Discord down there if you want to join that as well. But for my Discord, it just serves as a place where you can chat with me and other members of the community. And also, you can find upload notifications, and whenever I go live on Twitch, you can get notifications of that too. Alright, now with that advertisement out of the way, I can announce the final little thing that I wanted to say at the start of this video, and that is that we are moving. Yep, you heard me. One whole episode at this base location, and now we're moving. I think that might be a record for me. And I hear you asking, Clover, why are you moving? You literally just decided where you wanted to base. Why are you moving so quickly? You haven't even built anything over here. Trust me, I hear you. I hear you, okay? Now, the reason why I'm moving is because I have completely changed my base idea. I started the season wanting to build a giant gothic castle, so I thought it would be funny to set up next to Cherry's pink castle. But I was having a lot of issues trying to, test build the castle. I just couldn't get anything that looked good. Let's hop on over to single player really quick. I'm gonna really expose myself here, but I couldn't get anything that looked good. I had originally started with something like this. Now, these are all super rough and not finished, but I originally started with something like this, and I wanted it to be fully black and purple because I like the color palette, and then I was like, well, what if I go to, a little bit of a lighter contrast ombre, and I didn't like that either, and so that's as far as I got with this. And then I went over to this. I was like, well, what if instead of building a castle, I just built, a gothic manor? And I hated that as well. Obviously, I didn't really do any of the shading here. So I hated that as well, so I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I also tried mapping it out like it was a tree, and that even more so didn't work, and ugh, I just wasn't happy. So after the complete failure of planning my gothic manor, I decided that I was just going to go ahead and completely change what my base idea was going to be. And I think I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I'm planning on because I've already leaked some pictures of what I've been working on. So I have decided that I want to work on a cyberpunk city this season. It was originally my base plan to do that, but then Mint told me that she was doing cyberpunk and I didn't want to do the same thing as her, so I changed my base plans last minute. But she told me a couple weeks ago that she has changed her mind and is no longer doing cyberpunk, which means that I can do it now. So since my base plans have changed, I needed a change of scenery as well. So I found myself this really nice plains biome. It is huge. I can't fly. It is absolutely huge, and all that I need to do is cover up some spots where there's cave entrances. But I think that this would be the perfect location for our cyberpunk city. And it is also right next, sort of, hold on, dramatic pause. It is also right next to Myson's crypt, which is amazing. You won't be able to see his crypt from my base, excuse me, cow. Okay. You won't be able to see his crypt from my base, and you also won't be able to see my base from his crypt, but just knowing that they're right next to each other is pretty awesome. If you have not seen this build yet, you really, really, really need to go watch my son's video, because this is a spectacular build. So, as I mentioned, I am building a cyberpunk city this season. And one of the biggest issues with cyberpunk is that it is very, very expensive. So, the very first thing that I need to do this season is build some farms and get productive. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I actually really, really, really hate building farms. I try and avoid building farms unless I really have to, with the only exception being an iron farm. Funny enough, I actually don't need to build an iron farm this season because I worked out a really good deal with CC, so I'm getting a wonderful discount at his iron shop. Thank you, CC. But today I need to get productive, and we're going to build some farms. And specifically, we're going to build some farms down there, where it's out of the way. First up on our agenda of farms is something that I have built quite a few times now. I hear you. First up on our agenda for farms to build is actually not a farm, it is a super smelter. I know I just said I was going to build a bunch of farms down here, and then I immediately went back on that, but, you know, it's close enough. So yeah, we're going to build a super smelter right in this area right here, so that way we can smelt up a bunch of glass, which is what we need for our first farm. So, okay, so let's build our super smelter kind of tucked into this wall a little bit, just because I don't want to worry about it getting in the way of the other farms that I want to put in this location. I already did all of the resource gathering for a super smelter. I got some extra hoppers because of a different farm that I'm going to build later. But I got all that I need. Now I've got all that I need. I've got all that I need to build the super smelter, plus probably some extra stuff. I don't really know. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. You know, I haven't built a super smelter in a really long time. I don't even know if I actually know how to do it anymore, besides hoppers go places and then they go other places. I am Googling a tutorial on how to build a super smelter right now. What is wrong with me? You know, this is a pretty cozy time right now. We're pretty chill. So let's have a Clover confess moment, I guess is what we're gonna call this. I spilled coffee all over myself this morning, and I didn't have any more coffee to replace it with, so I am operating on 0 coffee today, and it's making me very sad. But I got water, so... Okay, and now we put these guys on the top. I know how this works. I know how to do this. I don't need this tutorial. Tutorials are for losers. Yeah, that's what I said. Me want redstone torch. Dans descendre. Parce que... DK. I don't know. Where's the middle? I think I'm done. I think my super smelter will be fully functional now. Minus the fact that I have literally nothing to power this. But I've got some coal. I can't access that chest. Okay, so theoretically, this will work now. I have some coal up there. Let's get my sand. That's not my sand. That's not my sand. That's my sand. And we put my sand up in here. My laundry just buzzed. Okay, we put my sand up there. My sand is going into that. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah! It worked. Okay, now that our super smelter is fully functional, we can go ahead and get started on our second project of the episode, which actually is in the Nether. Now, let's see if I get lost trying to find the location that I need to get to. I probably will. Okay, now this is the part where it starts to get a little bit questionable about where I am supposed to go. I believe if I go this way... Yep, there it is. Perfect. Okay, here we are. Let me grab this ghast head, please. Thank you. It matches my skin tone a little too well, to be honest. This could just be my normal face. Anyway, ghast head aside, project number 2 is a blaze farm. We already have one built literally right underneath the nether highway that we've got, but I want my own, so I'm building my own. I'm also doing this completely without fire protection potions and without any invisibility potions, so this could go really bad, but I'm feeling optimistic, so I think it'll be okay. So let's get started. So, originally there was supposed to be a time-lapse here of me building the blaze farm, but replay mod said absolutely not and refuses to load my replay. So, we're scratching that idea, and instead we're including this little vlogger insert an editing clip. If you want to see what went down during the building of my blaze farm, I'm gonna upload it on my second channel. It's very not family friendly, so I can't include it in this video, but it's very entertaining, and I definitely want to upload it, so that's what I'll be doing. But sorry for no time lapse. There's nothing I can do, unfortunately. Okay, back to the video. Okay, well, that might have been one of the most harrowing adventures that— oh, it's so loud. Hold on. So, that might have been one of the most harrowing experiences I have ever gone through. I think that was worse than the last time I built a blaze farm without a potion. You know, I make this mistake a lot. You'd think that I would learn, but apparently not. But she's working, and that's all that I need. And I didn't die, so that's a bonus. Okay, well, with our blaze farm built, we can now go ahead and move on to the next farm on our list of farms to build this episode. The next one is actually a lot simpler and hopefully does not involve as many opportunities for my demise as that blaze farm did. So, this should be a walk in the frickin' park. Don't smack into the glass. That's glass right there. I've learned my lesson from that in the past. So for our last farm of the day, we actually need to go to the end because I need to get some chorus fruit and chorus flower, so that way I can make a nice little chorus farm, so I can get a bunch of end rods, because you really need those when you're building in Cyberpunk. So let's just really quick pop into the end. Alright, and let's go ahead and shoot a couple of the little flowers up at the top. We can take the rest of the fruit. Oh, ow, that hurt. I just shot myself. All right, back in our little cave, we can go ahead and make a very simple chorus fruit farm. Nothing crazy, and it also doesn't need to be very big because you get a whole lot of chorus fruit from one chorus plant. We're gonna try building this right in this spot right here. I think it's enough space. Like I said, it's not a very big farm because I don't need it to be. So I don't know. And also, this is my first time ever building a flying machine in survival, so I'm a little bit afraid. We're gonna put some slime there, I think. A couple more slime this way. And then I'm gonna take that and put that like that, and take this and put it like this. And then in these spaces, I put some sticky pistons. Okay. And now we move on to the these observers, and we're gonna have to place these in a little special way. They go like that, so the little face is looking up at the sky, and then we have to build like a little station, so that way it can park. You know what I mean? So we can park. This one is not powered on because that's gonna be our activator. So now on this side, we put it didn't work. I did something wrong. Okay, now it's working. Cool. Oh my god, I did it. That's not what I was expecting to happen. I was gonna say, I thought it was gonna all break. Cool. Okay, so now I can move on to, like, the actual farm. So, yeah, we're just building a, chorus fruit farm. Nothing special. All that I really want is a couple little spots in the ground for chorus flowers to grow. So, like, you can't place— I need to go get endstone. I'll do that in a second. So we place it on the ground, right? And then this comes by and it breaks it, and then it goes into a water stream, and then it gets picked up over here. That's all that we're doing. All right, I'm just gonna get 7 because I have 7 flowers, so it should be enough. Okay, so we can go ahead and replace little bits of our floor with the endstone, and then we can put a chorus flower on top. And then this will grow chorus fruit, and it'll destroy all but the little bottom part. In hindsight, it's probably best if you do have it destroy the bottom of the chorus fruit, because you're going to need to destroy it yourself anyway. I realized this after building the farm. And then it's going to fall into a water stream, which is then going to collect everything. Okay, so now for this, we're going to take some water. Just make a nice, easy, infinite source. And then where it starts to drop off, we're going to dig down another layer. I want to get some glass. I know that I have glass. So we can take our glass and then put it over this chest so that way nothing can escape over that way. Then we can also take our glass and make like a little staircase because I now have no way to get over to my super smelter, which was kind of an oversight on my part, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm a little afraid that it doesn't. Okay, flip the lever. Yep. And then I just want to make sure that goes back. Cool. That looks like it's working. And then it stops. Perfect. And no matter what, we're going to get some losses from it being stuck on top of the actual endstone block itself. But honestly, with how efficient apparently Cora's fruit grows, I'm not that scared. Alright, and just like that, we have successful farms. Yeah! I'm gonna make this whole area look actually nice later on. But I don't want to do that right now, and honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna do it on camera at all. I think that might just be a Clover solo project to make this area not look disgusting. But for right now, I'm kind of thrilled that we have built 2 successful farms and a super smelter that works. You guys probably don't realize this, but this is actually way more technical than what I usually do when I'm playing this game. I basically live like a caveman in this game normally, so I feel pretty accomplished. Anyway, I think that just about does it for today's episode. We've had a pretty productive one today, and it was pretty successful, and also pretty not successful, but, you know, that's a trade-off that I live with constantly. If you guys liked the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider hitting the subscribe button down below. It's completely free and it really supports me in the channel. And I actually have some good news for you guys. Since we finished building all the farms that we need to build, I think next video we can go ahead and start on our cyberpunk base. And I don't know about you, but I am so excited. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!